Chandala with Dr. Ayan.
Mulikuti. At Biko, so Taonga is clean. Okay, so now we go first at Taonga, then we go to Biko, or the opposite. Maybe we come before to Biko, and then Taonga, since you are there. Okay, perfect. We are coming just in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay, stay there. Bye. Okay, bye. Morning. And you?
Diego Manza.
This was locked, eh?
The library.
You show maybe all the departments, yeah. And then also the things upstairs. Because we have also upstairs. But I think upstairs now we have Afro Twist. Yeah. So this one is our more library. We have just 2 tiles. Because before there were no tiles, now we have. So the idea is to put the tiles everywhere. So at least it looks more bright and neat. And this one are all our books. Here we do our courses, reading courses.
Yes,
And
for primary kids.
no, also for nursery, because for nursery we do storytelling. They get the pillows, they put it down, and someone is telling or reading the stories.
Story.
So at least they understand that in the books are friends, they are not enemies, you know.
Yeah.
There's self-empowerment in books.
Yeah.
When you read a book, it's already self-empowerment. It's between you and the book. But for the big one, that we have problems of reading and comprehension, we do that.
Yes.
For the teenagers, 3 times per
So
week.
the focus is literacy.
Yes, basically yes. We focus in knowing how to read, but especially understanding what you're reading.
Yes.
Because you know there are this functional analphabetism, they call it, because
Yeah.
you know how to read, but you don't understand what you're reading. So also that one we need
Yeah.
to look into.
Yes. Right now you're audible. We're gonna repeat that when we're sitting down.
Ah, okay, was not recording already.
No, he's just video.
Here's the studio. Our studio for music. Yeah. This one is the part of the producer, here is the soundproof stuff. Okay. Yeah. As we have resources, everything. So yeah.
So we'll talk about that when we sit down. How
Yeah.
you get kids to also be creative with music and so forth, which is a big part of
Yeah.
education.
Yes. Upstairs. There are Afro Twist on top. Yeah, they are there. They are there. Okay, that's good. The group of Afro Twist, they dance because there is a group of people that are going around and perform.
Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Everybody, gather round now. Let your body feel the heat. Don't you worry if you can't dance. Let the music move your feet.
That's what made it.
But he's I thought you were trying to get me.
I think that you're going to do it. I'm very prepared.
Yeah, because they're going to do freestyle, African dance. They're going to do the Zambian style.
Wait, bad girl, just like your shirt say. Fruits of my labor, they can't test it. Det chibipenga na kusenda kwa uti. Tio ndange, what the hype is all about. My mwene, no need to ask out. Body kawisho, nobody linga sauti. That perfume sanshide. Chan yala perfume le kanshide. Say she got a manje te danchide. I just wanna see you go. It's giving them a boss lady vibes like happy girl era in my vibes like someone for nani kwikelenje 360 okay 360 it's giving them a boss lady vibes happy girl era in my vibes someone for nani kwikelenje 360 okay 360 I am deep in my thoughts. I feel the fear sense, I'm shooting my shots. If we did attend, can I get myself in a ninja? That's okay. Gonna cover things, kwete nishka sofi. Big bozo ringa ba moze paketike. Golan twishikale somone foketike. Haipanga gambulanga dia pitetike. Pimping yako kaka di oroke pipe question.
This, by the way, is the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, before cooking everything in the kitchen, then we have a bit of art.
So today we're talking to Diego Cassinelli.
Yes.
Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yes, Cassinelli.
Cassinelli.
Yes.
Clearly an Italian name,
Yes.
but you have adopted Zambia as your own country,
Yes.
right? You even picked up the local language. So this is going to be an interesting interview. When I first learned about you, it was through social media.
Okay.
And then I recently realized what a big celebrity you are in the community where you're active here in Bauleni.
Yeah.
Okay? So today we decided to come and give you a little bit of a visit so other people can learn about you here as well, because you really are truly a hidden gem in the Bauleni area for your community. So first let's start off with anything you want to introduce yourself about. And you speak the local language. So let's start
I
with
try anyway. What can I say? At the beginning, I came here in 2009. I came here with the missionaries, and then I find myself in Bauleni. And when I stepped in Bauleni, I said, I want to live inside here. I want to live in Bauleni. And that's what happened. So I came here to live in Bauleni. A step back is, I was a pastry chef in Milan. I'm Italian, I come from Milan. And I was asking myself, sometimes, if life was just that, or there was something else for me, maybe a life that was more resembling of what I was feeling and who I am exactly. So that's what happened. It happened that I started traveling to find out. It's the best way, to find out things about yourself and about the world.
Yes.
And first thing first, I discovered that I was attracted by setup like this one, like Bauleni. I was going here and there, and this one was already a big achievement.
Yes.
To come back from my trips
Yes.
and understanding where was my place,
Yes.
which kind of places, because where was my place it came later on.
Yes.
Yeah. Then I started doing voluntary work
Yes.
in my own country, in Milan.
Yes.
Then this one took me again, to make further steps and give more time to social work and less to the pastry,
Yes.
until I came to have this kind of decision of saying, okay, here I need to cut a bit the pastry thing and give myself to what I want to do.
Yes. So from 2009 until now, that's quite a long time. With the work that you do, the community work and services you do are broad, and it's also an extension of the work that you did as a missionary.
Yeah.
So it's still kind of that give back, that selfless act of helping others. And what I find unique is that you live right in the middle of the compound.
Yeah.
Usually people who are expats, no matter what line of work they're in, they tend to live outside the areas of the locals. But you're like at the heart of it.
Yeah.
And as we were driving in, I was just so amazed and blown away by the love and the greetings that you get every day. Moansa! They even gave you a local name.
Yes.
They call you Mr. Moansa.
You know why?
Your name is Diego.
Because at the beginning, of my stay, because I started in 2012 living inside the community, was this kind of decision. And I started, saying 2 or 3 things of local languages, but knowing nothing basically.
Yeah.
So the people at the station, they start, this is speaking Chinyanja, is coming from Chipata, so is Mr. Mwanza. These things, just without social media went viral along the community. It's like in Bauleni, if you drop a coin here, the echoes will feel it in the other side. So
it's a tight community.
it's like this.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people, but it's small as an area,
Yeah.
In few weeks, I was Mr. Mwanza for all the people. Mwanza. Now a lot of people, they call me Mr. Mwanza.
Yeah.
Diego Mwanza. So that's coming from the name. I didn't give to myself.
It's not just a name. When they call for you, it's like there's an affection and appreciation behind it. And it's because they know and they're aware of what you're doing for their community.
Yeah,
And, can you explain to us a little bit about your nonprofit In and Out of the Ghetto?
Yeah.
And all the elements. I think you do literacy, support, you do training in music, extracurricular activity. How did that concept come up, and what difference are you seeing that's making to your community of Bauleni?
You are talking about before the style, no? The style comes from both missionaries and association, NGOs world. None of the two that were fitting to me.
Yeah.
So I had an experience with NGO and an experience with missionary. I combined what was positive for me in one side and the other side.
Yeah.
So when I came to live inside the community, I was using my small house as an office and to have meetings with kids, with the youth actually. Then these youths, they were telling me, we are asking, what is it that you need in this community? Well, there are no places where we can aggregate. There are churches, quite alright, and there are bars, quite alright. But what is in the middle? Nothing. There is no neutral ground, so such kind of things. So we came out with the idea of having the community center. By the way, all the projects that we have, they come from our community, from the idea of our community. We have a small community nursery school.
Yes.
We never had the idea of having one.
External support.
But when they saw the place being changed completely because we renovated this place, mothers, they were coming to say, I want to enroll my child, But this is not a school, it's a community center. It's a place where the community can come together and propose things, use this space for many things. So once they reach 20, 30, is the need of the community. You know what? Let's sit down and see what can we do. And so now we have this community nursery school, we call it Kids Club, it's not a school. Where the mother can leave the kids and be prepared by to go in grade 1 at least with a foundation and not to remain behind. So this is the thing that happened. All the projects that we have.
So they get read to. I saw your library, you gave us a tour. So there are lots of varying children's books.
Yeah.
So there are volunteers to read the books to the kids, to get them involved in literacy, so when they enter primary school, they have a little bit of preparation.
This place, the name is Steve Biko Social Center. And inside this center, this community center, we have different kind of areas that are just for some activities. For example, this is our office. Just behind we have the computer lab. The computer lab is for basic course of computer for this place. Then again, in the other side we have the library, as you said. This one is for literacy, but also reading courses and comprehension. For the small kids, we have storytelling with we read books. To tell them that the books are not enemies, but you can find something good. Because when I was young, this is my own experience, I was seeing books like Smoke in the Eye, I'm telling you. So I didn't like them. But then if you start, telling them that in the books there are good stories and also good information that may change your life, stories, all these things. And for the big one, because we have a problem of reading, we do reading courses and comprehension, of course. Once you read, when you know how to read, you also have to know what you are reading. You have to understand. So we do that. Then we have the studio for music. That one, it was working a lot before load shedding. Now load shedding has given us a big hit, because how do you use it? You just go with electricity. But in any case, we use this in order to promote our local youngsters from Bauleni. And we have some production that we have already done here. Nowadays we would like to restart because load shedding now is giving a bit more breath, and we have solar system, batteries, inverter, and solar panels. We need, of course, to upgrade it because the computers, the lighting, and also the computer and the studio for music all together they cannot run.
Yes.
So we need just to upgrade it in order to make everything run together. But also that one is the way, for our youth to express their own creativity and to use the energy in a positive way. Energy is something neutral.
Yes.
You can use it for destroying and you can use it to build. That's the same energy. So let's give a channel in a positive direction for
Yes,
them.
and it gives them something to do in the
Yes.
community.
Yes.
And I noticed upstairs also there were some young teenagers doing different salsa
Exactly.
and different types of African dances, and it's a good way for them to spend their Saturday afternoons instead of
Yes.
just roaming around.
This place is for the community. And when someone come and say, okay, we propose this, we give space if we have, These people, they are 2 or 3 years that are coming here every Saturday morning to train, to rehearsal, to do whatever they have to do. But we had cultural groups, we had chess group, all these kind of things. When they want to do something, they do it. We have also football, by the way. And it's not a team that in and out of the ghetto wanted to form.
It's
No.
self-created.
It's self-created that they come here and they say, we have these things. We are more than 100. Can we
Yes.
work together? Why not? We support.
Yes.
Same applies to the back to school program. We have 4 people at the university, for example. One is going to have his own graduation ceremony in medicine next year. So it's the last year, basically 7 years done. Then we have teaching, then we have engineering, and then we have a male nurse on the university. So this is the things that we are trying to do. To be, not really to work as an NGO, but to be part of the community and to be that spark that together we can work. We don't,
Yes.
the idea is this one. We don't need a lot of help from outside. We need a helper to start something, but then it's the community that has to take over and they need to push it through. Because whatever we need is already in the community. So
Yes.
I strongly believe that.
So it's a community effort, and this is
Yes.
a perfect example. Because here in Zambia, there's so many different compounds.
Yes.
And although they're self-contained and all the things they need,
Yes.
I don't know any other communities in these compounds that are interactive
Mhm.
in the sense of everyone's contributing something for the greater good of their own community.
Yes.
So what you've built here is individual efforts. You've allowed the open space for everyone to contribute on how to expand. Those that graduate and move forward and then get jobs, they'll eventually come back and contribute in their own way to where they grew up. So it's kind of like in a bigger business world we call it circular economy, but it's like circular community.
Yeah.
What you put in is coming back around, which makes what you said make sense. We don't really need external help. If everyone contributes with the good heart, with the same collective vision
Yes.
of moving the community forward, economically, safety, all the elements that are good for a community,
Yes.
you can do it yourselves.
Yes.
So I find what you created in your community here in Bauleni quite fascinating. And it can serve as an example to other communities as well. So let's go back to your story real quick.
Okay.
So you came in 2009, you built this community in Bauleni, you fell in love with it, it's your community now.
Yes.
Let's fast forward. You fell in love with a Zambian woman.
Okay.
You
Yes.
have 4 beautiful kids.
Yes.
And later on you'll show us the compound of where you are, and hopefully you'll be around for us.
Yes.
So
No, the things happen because once someone sees me inside this community, say you came back for someone.
yeah.
It's immediate that,
Yeah.
But no, it was a surplus. It was a gift of the choice that I made
Yeah.
to live in the community.
Yeah.
It came later.
Yeah.
So when I came in 2009, I was not living in the community. I came with the missionaries, but I was sent for community work here inside.
Yeah.
So I started being in the community for 2 years. Okay,
You were
this kind of
feeling-
frequentation of the community, where I knew the community and the people knew me. So that's the thing. Then after that years, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, I came here to stay inside at the
Yeah.
beginning. Yeah. And then we created the community center and all the things that we have done. By the way, I didn't tell you that now we have another community school that we have built just along the road of the main entrance of Bauleni, Taonga Community School. It's part of a bigger
Will you show us today?
Yes, for sure. And then we built also a small community school in Walukanga in the villages because they asked for our help. And we did also that one, outreach, out of the community. But basically we do everything in this community. Of course, yes. The gift was to have a family that I was not even planned to do. And now I have 4 kids, yes, 4 boys, and we live again still in the community, in Bauleni, yes.
Yes. Wonderful. So your Zambia is like your second home.
Yes.
And one thing I also learned about you through social media is that you also help encourage tourism to Zambia.
Yes.
So you're doing your community efforts here, but you have such a love for Zambia that you encourage external people, and then you yourself become the tour guide. I've seen that. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's just now that we are trying to open a tour operator.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the name is going to be Chibuyo on conventional Zambia.
Chibuyo, what does that mean?
It's a baobab tree.
Oh,
the Chibuyo, yes.
Okay.
And we would like to, to offer the possibility of not just seeing the beauty of the country in terms of natural resources, like, you see the falls, you see the parks, but also the communities,
Yes.
And one also is Bauleni to experience the beauty, because I guess, and I believe that the most beautiful things of Zambia, despite the nature, they're the people.
Yes.
They are the real attraction, because they are fantastic people, they are welcoming, friendly, peaceful. So if the people come here, the first thing that they feel, the moods, the country also, what makes the mood of the country and to feel at home are the people. Exactly.
Yeah.
So we need to value that.
Yes.
We need to value that.
Yes.
And so trying to involve the community in these activities. For example, if you do a trip in a community, there are the people that have to benefit out of it,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also come across people who never leave outside their compound and don't even go into downtown Lusaka or visit any of the museums and so forth. They just haven't been exposed to it. But this is great. And you have your Italian friends come and visit every once in a while and you show them around.
Yes. That's the idea. And
Lower Zambezi, I see beautiful images that you post on social media.
Yes.
About Lower Zambezi.
Lower Zambezi, in one side to another one. One of the community that I love is Luangwa Feira, and is a place where probably we are going to take people. Not probably, for sure, I'm going to take people in that side. And it's a community that is real. It's a community that is on the border with Mozambique and Zimbabwe. The confluence of 2 rivers, the Luangwa and the Zambezi, and it's the goodbye actually of the Zambezi for Zambia. After 2,000 kilometers of giving life, and Zambezi is not just a river. Zambezi is more than a river, for Zambia.
Okay, Diego, Luansa.
Yes.
You go by both things.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about the motto for the whole community. Beauty is, what is
Beauty
it?
will save the world.
Beauty will save the world.
The world.
What does that mean?
Okay, I'm not the one that made that. It's coming from a Russian writer, was Dostoevsky. At a certain point in his novel, he said, beauty will save the world. We didn't know if it was a question or what, but I find some truth in it. Why? Beauty has to be seen as a dignity of the person. Beauty, in a setup like ours, it's basically everything. It's the one that can boost your self-esteem. Why? In a place where, like this one, Bauleni, it's very, very easy to recognize the negative part. You come inside, rubbish here, rubbish there, people are drinking, they're there. Train your eyes on beauty. That one is the most challenging duty that you have. Train your eyes. You recognize beauty. And that's the first point where you can build something on the rock of beauty. Beauty has a dignity. Beauty has a play, as a moment of your redemption. Let me say like this: to start your life. And this one, I think, is something that we need really to cultivate. Beauty also. It doesn't stand in big mansion. Even if you are a small place, make it dignify that place for your level. level of human being.
Yes.
Raise that on the level of human being. We deserve more.
That's very profound. And it makes me think of the earlier statement that you made, that the beauty is in the people.
Yes.
And so in the community, yes, there's rubbish, there's definitely poverty around.
Yes.
But still, not even you living here, the people that live in the community are able to see past that.
Yeah.
There's love in their eyes. When we walked through here, all the little children greeted us, even us as strangers, not
Yes.
just with you who they know and love.
Yeah.
But they greeted us, so there's such a beauty in that, the lightness in the eyes of the kids. The way that the women selling vegetables on the side of the street
Yes.
are happy to and grateful to just be selling and getting their daily bread that way.
Yes.
So there's beauty in that, despite what's around. So when you find the beauty,
Yes.
you're able to amplify that beauty in other ways.
You have to maintain it. Let me go to an extreme. It is an extreme. There was a philosopher, the name was Levinas, and he was put in a concentration camp at the time of the Nazis, you know. And every morning he was waking up in the concentration camp, was shaving, and was putting his perfume. And the owner said, "What are you doing these things? We are going to die all the same. We are going to get dirty because we are going to go in a place where you are going to melt iron to build weapon or all these kind of things." Doesn't matter. No one, no matter the condition that they want me to put me in, they will never remove my dignity from me. So that's the thing. That's the thing.
So that's a really profound statement.
Yeah. So that's the thing that we really need to embrace, because I strongly believe that it's true.
Yes.
No matter how, is it my fault if I was born here, or is it my merit if I was born in Milan? No.
Yeah.
There is no fault and there is no merit. It just happened.
Yes.
So now, let's start from here. Let's start from where we are. So I think it's our dignity as beauty is going to save us. Yeah.
Beauty will save the world.
Yes. Starting from yourself.
Yes,
Yes.
I love that.
Mhm.
Okay, so what's next? Well,
Next-
last time we got a chance to talk to you, you are building a community. That's
Yes.
in process, a different community outside the community here.
Yes.
There's another one that you're building that's also caters to the Bauleni people and it allows them to be employed and to. We go talk about it?
Yes, for sure. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Explain this beautiful center. It's a school and what else?
This beautiful center is, it was a community school already before, but it was really in a bad state. It wasn't something good for the kids.
Yeah.
Because it was raining inside. It was like a pottery, let me say like this. It was not okay. So what we did is the local authorities came to us, recognized us, as a stakeholder of the community, and they say, we have this plot and we don't know really how to go about it.
Yeah.
Do you have some ideas?
Yeah.
And we say yes. We got the plot, still in the name of the community. This is not belonging to the NGO. It's a community place. It's a community spot. It's a community plot.
Yeah.
So we did a project with some stakeholders of also some other company, private company.
Yes.
And
It's
we made
contribution
in projects, for example.
Yes,
No, the name is Technical. It's an Italian company that is dealing with roads, bridges, and
Yes.
construction. And
Yes.
so they gave us the plan according to what we wanted to do.
Yes.
So as we explained, and they came out with this idea. And then we made this school according to our philosophy, beauty will save the world. And if you can say around, we are still in the compound, yes, we are still in Bauleni, same community, but we don't need big things in order to dignify the place. Beauty, flowers,
Yes.
trees, the grass, and also the structure, keep it in a certain way. Already the structure is educating.
So the staff are from your community in Bauleni?
Yes, they were the one, yes.
And all the students, is it already active?
Yes.
It's active now?
Yeah, I started.
So the capacity of students for this is about how many?
When it's full with two shifts, it should be 200 and some. But
Very
then
nice.
women, they are already asking for the night school because they saw a nice place and they
Yes.
are asking. This one is a place where it can be also used for many
In the
things.
evening hours as well, yes.
Yeah. Okay, now we have to find donations in order to have solar panels even here because in
Yes.
the evening with the
Yes.
issue of load shedding we don't have maybe possibility of having power.
Yes.
And so you cannot accommodate, we cannot use candles to have the night school.
So everyone in Lusaka, in Zambia, these efforts that they're doing on their own, they still need contribution of tables and chairs and a few amenities. So if you want to support other communities or even mimic what they're doing here in their community, then do that also.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, for sure.
Great, this is beautiful. Thanks for and then you wanted to show us.
This is part of a project of, the name is Pump of Cultural Corner, and there is the second phase of the project in the other side of that white wall fence.
white
And we
wall.
can go to see.
All right, let's go check
and
it
I
out.
explain. In the corner there is going to be a cafe.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, and we have already found a Zambian guy that is very good in making coffee. He has worked in a best coffee shop here in Lusaka. Then the one in the middle is going to be the Communitarian Museum because we need, to tell the story to these young guys. Have you seen? To these young chaps, they sleep here, but they don't know where they're coming from. They don't know the history. So to create a sense of identity, we need really to create a place where they talk about their own place, their own
Yes,
stories.
yes.
Again, you beautify the community, we change the narrative of the compounds, having a place like this one. Last one is going to be a traditional restaurant. So it's going to be with the Zambian
Zambian
food, all these
food,
things.
that corner right there.
Exactly, the last one. Here in the middle is going to be everything, landscape, trees, tables, and so at least the people that come here, they can also be relaxed, they're relaxed, they get a cappuccino, they get something to eat. And in front here, we are going to have the space for the authorities. So in order to feel a sense of community, you need to have also offices that can
Yes.
recognize you as, me, I come from a place where we have also offices of the councillor and the WDC. So this one is going to be like this. That small house that you see over there are going to be destroyed and you are going to create a stage.
So it's like a
for
small
performances.
oasis center for the community where they can feel proud and they don't necessarily
Exactly.
have to go downtown Lusaka. They can,
Yeah.
but they'll have their own right here.
Yes, and also, this place they call compounds, comboni, in Chinyanja. More or less, they are described like ghetto. A ghetto is a place where is closed. You cannot go in a ghetto. The ghetto is a specific place, nicely confined, and from the rest of the society. More people comes inside from outside, and less ghetto is this place.
Yes.
So let's start these interactions in order to the people from outside then don't look down or fear also these places, and the people from this our community to get used and to be exposed to other realities and other people. So that's also the idea. So in any case, this one is going to be Pump of Cultural Corner. Yes.
And everyone that will be in every compartment will be people of Bauleni.
Yes, possibly yes. because he needs to empower people from this community first. Outside, we are going to create also stands for the women to sell whatever they want to sell, sarahula, maybe vegetables, fruits, whatever. So at least, because this place has to be self-sustainable. How? Everyone, each of them, they are going to pay rentals to stay here. And these rentals are going to support the same place because it needs maintenance. It's going to be cleaner for the public restrooms. We are going to have gardeners that have to take care of the place. They have to be beauty. Beauty will save the world. And all the other maintenance of the people that are working here. Running cost, electricity, water, all these kind of things. And eventually, and this one is our goal, is also to support the school. The school is a loss basically. It cannot be something profitable because also it's for community schools, especially for the vulnerable people.
That's
so
right.
Now, if we have a place like this one working fully, it's going to support also the school.
So it's offering employment.
Yes.
It's offering local entertainment. It's offering beautification of the community.
Yes.
And it's also encouraging entrepreneurship within the community as well. And I'm probably missing one or two other things, but it's definitely a multifaceted effort in giving back to the community.
Yes.
So this is absolutely great. Wonderful. Thank you for showing us this. And one question.
Yes.
When will this is expected to open?
Okay, now since it's the civil society that is taking care of the civil society, what does it mean? That there are no private, there are no big entities or international agencies that are giving money to us because of our philosophy, but they are just private people that are entering and trying to help. We hope really to open this place by September 2025.
In about 6 months or so.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Yes, we hope.
Well, we had a great fulfilling day with you today. Diego, Mr. Mwanza.
Zikomo.
Now we worked up a sweat, thirst, and hunger. How about as we all say in Italian, let's go mangia mangia.
Andiamo a mangiare.
Mangiare. Zambian food.
Okay.
Let's go.